Sean Ashe has got a great chance to cause an upset. Can he find that recovery, Jordan Shepherd? It's him to break first. He absolutely leathers that one. A little bit extra in that from Jordan, wasn't there?
I would suggest there was a little bit of frustration in that one.
Yeah, it's helped him, because this is an explosion. Look at that, that's a belter. And he is a player who can, play on feeling sometimes and ride that little wave of emotion. It's part of the reason why I talked about earlier he's such a popular player. It means that when he does get frustrated and a bit emotional like this, sometimes he can play his absolute best stuff.
He shouldn't be too disheartened. Obviously, he'll be so frustrated with how he played. But in terms of his chances to qualify, though,
not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world, because of the draw in the first match does change things. Because he can win his next two matches, that gets him to his 4 points. In doing so, he would have to beat Sean, who then couldn't get to 4 points. He would have to beat Luke Gilbert, who then couldn't get to 4 points. And then it's a case of whether Bale, gets a draw or a win against Luke Gilbert. And obviously Luke Gilbert comes in here as the top seed. So, things are very positive for Jordan here if he can find the next two wins.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Jordan will be thinking, in his mind, the only thing that can definitively put him out at this stage is two more Bale wins. And Bale's got Sean Ashe and Luke Gilbert to play through. That is but a long, long way from a guarantee.
Yeah, talking about cue balls, he's just left himself awkward to get on the last ball again. He's not straight enough to top through past the straight, and if he leaves it slightly off straight, it's difficult to get nice on the 8 ball. So that's why he's worked himself this angle to be able to guarantee coming down for the 8 ball. Just gave himself that extra second or two, didn't he? Just to make sure.
And Jordan Shepherd with a very good break and run, and he needed that really just to settle him in. It's his first one of the night. As we remind you what we've already seen, Luke Gilbert and Sean Ashe played first up tonight, finished 2-2. Both had chances to win it in the deciding frame that in the end went all the way to the clock. We'll see Luke Gilbert versus Bale next in a match that will essentially dictate who tops the group going into the final round of matches. Every player plays each other, 6 matches total, 2 points for a win, 1 for a draw. Top of the group at the end of the night goes through.
That big break that I said is going to be a big weapon for Sean tonight, or this season I should say, is
cursed him.
It's not happening yet, is it? This is probably the one that, okay, it's still brilliant, isn't it? But it wasn't quite as explosive, but yeah, not happening for Sean on the break yet. Does Jordan have the angle to come on and off the cushion and develop a little cluster of 3 first shot? Now, the problem there was if he hits that firmer, it's going to throw wider. Therefore, he's going to get to it, but he wouldn't because the 8 ball was in the way. He had to almost shave the 8 ball there, and he thought he was just going to get the tiniest little tickle on the red, in which case that would have popped at least one of those 2 reds on, and that would have allowed him to open them up after that. So, delicate shot he had to play there.
Yeah, so plan B.
I think he's a little bit short here. He wanted to be another almost foot further across the table to be able to screw into it, I think.
Yeah, way too much angle for that.
Yeah, going to go top cushion into it. 2 cushions, it's a tough line to find. Still doesn't have the angle, I don't think. This is just off the wrong way from my vantage point.
Yeah, always tough to tell. He'll know better than us.
You can manipulate the pocket a lot. And he tried to, but too much.
Tough finish, and he doesn't get it, so Sean Ashe with the opportunity.
Poor angle this one. Might have to go for the one at the top now then. And then work himself back. He would have been so much better to be off straight the other way. Deal with the 2 yellows on the left-hand side, bottom, then top, and then one right centre becomes your last ball. And I'm really surprised he's not gone for the one at the top of the table there. I don't know why you wouldn't. He'd just top that through, get on the one on the top of the table, and then use the one in the centre to get back into position. That's a good shot. It should still allow him to get to the one at the top, but imagine if that was out the way now. It'd be a bit easier, wouldn't it? You could have gone up the table, then the one he's just played becomes the last ball. Now he's got to find quite a narrow line, play a good shot along the top cushion. And he's landed flat, so he's going to have a much tougher 8 ball. There was really no reason not to go up for it earlier on, because the shot he played on the one to right centre, he could have got back to that after clearing this one. He's done well to come this far down the table off that shot. Still a tricky 8 ball,
yeah.
One he should make.
It was a tester though, it really was.
I can only assume he's gone bottom right, because the 8 ball was half a turn one way and the cue ball was half a turn the other. It was a far easier pot bottom left. I can only assume he's done that because he was concerned of the in off. But it looked like he could get enough work on the ball to go the other way. Or maybe he just saw he prefers the thing cuts that way round. Either way, I was surprised to see him go for that pocket. Oh, how about that for Jordan? And he played it.
Clever as well.
Yeah. He was
where he's placed the cue ball.
Worst case scenario, he was dealing with getting 2 balls off cushions in one shot, but knew there was a really good chance of making it. Not guaranteed to leave a good angle on the last red though to get on the 8 ball here. Definitely not guaranteed now he's got that flick. Do you play on it? You could go safe. You could clip off it, cue ball middle of the top cushion, red in the middle of the table, or you can go doubling, go all out.
There's 100% a case for not taking this on.
Yeah, but it's Jordan Shepherd. You know he's going to. He's actually got a little bit fortunate there to not land nicely on the 8 ball. Same sort of deal here. I quite like going across the 8 ball here and almost trying to line up the 3 balls in worst case scenario. Oh no, just pot it. Ignore me. I didn't think that was as easy as he made it look. It really wasn't as easy as he made it look. That was an excellent pot. That's a brilliant shot.
Yeah, great dig.
Yeah, there's me talking about a safety shot. Shot's having absolutely none of it. Weirdly, that frustrates Jordan more, doesn't it? If Sean had just cleared up there, it's it's a break clearance and that happens. But now Jordan's had once he had made that great shot to the top right, a brilliant chance to win the frame, and he didn't. That will frustrate him. Break of the night.
Yeah, Jordan Shepherd has found his break and not before time.
Tricky first shot, maybe. Top right, trying to hold on the yellow top left. He's going top left. Has he got enough angle to slide across for the one on the top cushion? No, but easier to get closer to that yellow rather than just dropping it in and potentially leaving it straight with no shot. This way he can guarantee getting a better angle on the yellow at the top. He doesn't have to do too much here. He just wants to get out. Wants to be just about break line, probably just past the break line. Yeah, probably past it. You want the straighter he gets, the better, but without getting straight. That's well struck. That was very well struck.
An excellent visit. Needed it.
2 break clearances for Jordan in the match. Very surprised being not taking out the counter in the previous frame.
This is where you find out where Jordan's head's at. Is he thinking, I should be 3-0 up here? Or is he pleased with 2-1 up?
He's thinking he should be 3-0. But he's also,
how hard a time is he giving himself?
Yeah,
he
used to really give himself a hard time. He's a lot better than that now, and he tries to use it as fuel to, to really push him on to, to play better rather than letting him go the other way and boiling over. Well, he's not. He may get to the table here, but it's not a chance. And I feel really bad. I feel like I've really given a curse to Sean. 4 breaks tonight, 3 dry and an in-off. The in-off was a brilliant break that deserved a great chance off it, and he didn't get it. Dangerous, of course, because Jordan's only 2-1 up, but this is where you really got to play the match. Force Sean to take on a low percentage. Very low percentage now.
Imagine if he gets out, though.
I mean, it'd be special. It'd be really special. I don't see how you deal with these two reds on the left. I don't think you can leave. The yellows stop you from being able to leave the angle, I think, to play the breakout. Yeah, was trying to do that. Was trying to leave the angle on the red he's next to play a breakout next shot. Actually thinking, in review, Jordan will be annoyed that he didn't pot that to keep going.
Jordan was very much among the school there of, you crack on, pal.
Yeah, because Jordan's played the breakout, and okay, the reds have stayed tight and awkward, which is good for Jordan, but the yellows haven't come out. I don't think this yellow passes the red to the centre, does it? Half a pocket at most. I mean, there was next to nothing there.
Yeah, one by Jordan. Don't think he'll be too upset about missing. But this frame could well be decisive.
This time, a little bit easier to be able to play the angle, to play the breakout. He has got a good angle. Oh, misses it. That was a big target to miss. Not really sure what the plan is here. This really is no good.
Yeah, he's gun barrel straight on this red to the to the bottom left corner. Oh, he's got a little bit of room. Oh, goodness me!
It just shows you how much of the pocket you can pick. I mean, that was it was almost straight. I mean, wasn't it? Like maybe quarter turn off straight, but he forced it to create an angle that wasn't there.
And he's not landed, not able to see a red there after playing that shot. Is brutal.
That's tough, isn't it?
That is brutal. Deserved so much better. Can he sneak through? Oh, he fooled us.
Yeah, and in fact, he could see it. It was just the problem was he was struggling to get onto the last red. Loaded it up with the left-hand side and pushes the cue ball and he misses it.
It's a frustrating game, this.
Another one where I don't know for certain, but Jordan may have got those 2 positional shots not where he wanted to. I suspect he was playing on the yellow past the 8 ball. Wanted to be just low on it to fall on one of those 2 yellows that he's just played whilst the ball's over top right, and that would have just made this really simple. And then obviously that one there he wanted to be straighter in on the yellow to top left to make it nice and easy as well. So still just struggling with his cue ball.
Gonna just be okay. It's fine.
Been a little bit of a wild ride, this visit to the table, but it's fine.
Job done. 3-1, Jordan Shepherd leads.
325, not quite job done, but he won't be feeling very good. He knows he's nowhere near, I mean absolutely nowhere near by his standards, but you know, a victory in this match and he will feel like he's got control tonight all of a sudden. Other results so far tonight have been good for him, and if he can get the next result, you know, if Luke Gilbert wins it, then it basically sets himself up perfectly for a chance tonight. Of course, Bale has the control in his own hands, and if Bale does what he can, there's nothing Jordan can do.
Yep. Bale flying around again.
Well, 3 minutes here, Sean, and there's perfect opportunity for a quick finish. Assuming the red goes to top left, these connect like a dream.
We know he can go.
Yeah. Just let the cue ball track a little bit too far across the table on that first shot. Wanted to kill it a little bit quicker, and then it was going to be connections a little bit easier. But that is perfect recovery. Now he's back absolutely in line. Bottom left first. Stop it dead. Decided not to. And if he's left this straight, a mistake, but if he's got that turn of angle, it's fine. He did have. All good.
Back in business.
2:18, plenty of time for a finish. And he's had some tough luck on his break tonight. 4 breaks, no success. Be a good time for it to turn up. He's got such an explosive break that as an opponent you would feel like he's going to get a lot of unbelievably good chances, and he's yet to have one tonight. From Jordan Shepherd's perspective, you kind of fear the worst here. Definitely due. Change of break. That's how frustrated he is, and it has not worked.
Oh, you just got to feel for him at this point, don't you? It's tough out there.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. I know it's 4 breaks that have gone wrong for him, but that front wall break is such a big weapon that I don't know. I think I'd have stuck with it.
can understand why he's changed that.
Yeah, of course, and to be honest with you, on another day, if your player goes 4 for 4 unsuccessful and doesn't change, would be questioning why haven't you changed? It's not working. But I don't know. I just think he's got such a powerful front ball break that law of averages.
Also might have been chasing the 8 ball as well.
2 minutes to play though. I mean, I don't know. With 2 minutes to play, you shouldn't be thinking golden break there.
All I'm saying is it might have helped that change. You know what I mean? It's not like he's changed to the cut break and all. There is a bit of a benefit to it as well.
And he actually hit a really good break. He just didn't make another ball. It's just been a tough scene for him on his break tonight. It was a good recovery pot for Jordan because once again he got the cue ball wrong at the bottom. Both reds at the bottom have to go into the same pocket. Yellow blocks bottom right, so you either need a good angle on the top one or a high angle on the bottom one. I think he's a little bit too high. Yeah, he needed another 6 inches down the table. Might have to take the bottom one here, and that's thin and awkward. An extra, good 6 inches down would have made life a lot easier. Controls the cannon.
I think he also played it with the knowledge that he plays this shot, he almost certainly needs one more pot.
Agreed. I'd actually even forgotten about the match clock in that situation. He has worked the clock down beautifully, hasn't he?
But he is going to get a chance to win it outright. This for 4-2. Jordan Shepherd's is back in the hunt. Disappointing start, but a good recovery from Jordan Shepherd. Shaun Ashe is still not out of things either after that draw in the first match, but he's in must-win territory.